Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And he's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Eason's pass.
Paris Campbell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. One play, 80 yards. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's Hines. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Eason going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And that'll set him back 5. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he finds his man, that's Butler. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At their
second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action, now it's Tua. That's complete to Butler. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Colts 11. Jason
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And 7.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun is Eason. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Byron Jones brought him down. It's a gain of 16 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Eason flushed out right. Looking deep for Hilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 6. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Tua to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So put another 3 on the board. All things things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. Eason eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
It's on to punt for the Colts.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 24-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. That's taken in by Henderson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Darius Leonard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
They run forward with Breida, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 31, Colts 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Eason, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score Dolphins 31, Colts 17.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end. And they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins head on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Play action. It's Eason. Campbell making the catch. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Christian Wilkins. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. This is Breida. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
4th down and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Yeah, check me.
Tua on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Fire beware. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
I got it. 69.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There he goes, left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 13. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right here. Mike 13.
They'll roll him out right, and he's going to keep it here. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Eason. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are in for 6. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Check. Fresno.
Now it's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
3rd and 4.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it down there. 50 Fury.
Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 38.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission.